without question. I mean, just against a very, very good lineup. And, boy, I tell you, command, when you look up, he's got 70 pitches in the 8th inning. I mean, very, very good outing.
What was the one thing that stood out to you as being different than a couple of the Rocky starts?
Well, even last week, in Atlanta, he's just missing with his fastball off the plate. And today, strike one on a lot of guys. Used his breaking ball early in the counts. Got ahead and made him swing, made him hit his pitches. I mean, just you couldn't have told me a 22-year-old kid out there today that he pitched an outstanding game.
It seems like he pitches significantly better at home as opposed to his road starts. Is there any particular reason you think that's the case?
It's a great question because it goes along with how we've been playing. But I think he's comfortable. I think he's comfortable on the mound. He responds a lot. We have tremendous following here, and he responds to that excitement. I think he keeps the adrenaline going in him. I think that helps a lot for sure. But I just think he goes out there on our mound in our park and feels comfortable.
Terry, what does Curtis Granderson mean to this team right now?
Well, as you can tell, it means a lot because until we start, getting a lot of hits. I tell you, there was a legitimate question was asked yesterday about putting him in the middle of the lineup because the way he's been swinging, driving runs. But unfortunately, we aren't hitting, so he keeps driving himself in. But what he did tonight is exactly why we have him there, because he can kickstart an offense to where, man, he gets us right out of the gate, we got a lead. And that's hugely important. It's very important. And when he gets in those roles, he hits home runs in clumps. So he's in the one right now. And I just think it's great that, he's where he's hitting and doing what he's doing because we're not hitting, and he's the one guy that seems to be producing.
Terry, I guess all it takes is 2 hits, huh?
We're going to need more than that probably on a nightly basis, Kev. But, tonight, with as well as that kid pitched, 2 sufficed, I guess. That and 4 base on balls.
Terry, if you don't have one eye on the rest of the season, does Syndergaard pitch the 9th?
Yes.
So that was just a matter of...
That, and if he had a couple more runs to work with. Going to that part of the order. When you're looking at, Votto, Frazier, and Bruce, and, the 4th time through the lineup in a 1-run game, I think he did enough. I think he was good enough. Had it been 4-1, he goes out there, starts the inning.
Terry, did he express that he wanted that 9th?
No, I just walked up and said, that was a tremendous game. He said, thanks. And I said, how you doing? He took a deep breath, and I said, well, you pitched a great game. So that was about it.
Terry, there have been a few times this year where he's gotten into some trouble and it's snowballed a little bit. I think it was the 2nd inning where he had 1st and 2nd, nobody out, and then in that 8th, misplay by Herrera, and runner ended up getting a 3rd. He was able to get out of both those situations. Is that a step forward for you to see those 2 spots?
Well, yes, it always is to see a young guy, and that's why, to be honest, I told Dan, this kid's going to get out of the 8th inning. I mean, I know I had a couple guys warming up, and had they scored and he got in big trouble maybe, but I thought it was very, very important that he pitched that 8th inning for us. Hey, go out there and, pick us up right now. And he did. And, I mean, it was his night. I mean, he certainly was, everything you hear and read about these guys, when you see it live, I mean, now you know how they got here so fast. And what we've heard about this guy is he, sure, everybody says he throws hard. That's right. But, boy, tonight, command of his off-speed pitches, if he can do that, he's going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, Terry, Johnny Cueto doesn't typically walk people ever, so how surprising was that inning?
Very surprising. Very, very surprising. I mean, we're just sitting there in the inning, and you're thinking he's 3-2 on Campbell. And when he walked Campbell, I was shocked. And when Duda came up, I just said, well, he's not going to walk Duda. And so, I mean, that's just we were all surprised. But fortunately, it helped us.
Tonight, do you feel Wilmer Flores has really turned a corner defensively? He made some spectacular plays tonight, and in the terms where our defensive rotation's constantly shuffling around. Do you feel like that he can be a staple there at shortstop?
Well, we're going to certainly, when Dan Murphy gets back, we're going to look at rearranging the infield. But Wilmer's played fine. Make no mistake about it. He's played fine. He's made some errors that have hurt us. But when you're not scoring, mistakes hurt anybody. So, but he's played very, very comfortably there. I do know that when Dan comes back, if we decide to put him at second base, he's real good there. He's comfortable there. He's played a lot of games there, and we're hoping that our infield will be real stable at the time. And fortunately, Ruben's okay, so that helps out.
Yeah, John. Sorry, when you're getting this kind of pitching, DeGrom, Syndergaard, Harvey, now Matz this year, does it make you feel like you still have all kinds of possibilities with the season? You can just get a little bit of offense, maybe some help or something?
Yeah, Johnny. I mean, I'm not going to bring up the help stuff, but there's no question. I mean, we've got the pitching. John Neese has had 3 or 4 good ones in a row. DeGrom's 2 starts on the road. Harv start. Harv lost a 1-0 game, and you only 2 hits you remember are the last 2 that he gave up. But we've got our pitching. There's nothing wrong with our pitching. We've got to just give them some help, and and I think the numbers show it. We score 3 or 4 a game, we win. Our winning percentage is real good, but. So that's why I say we've got to somehow figure out how to kickstart this offense and get them going.
Terry, does Ruben need a day or can he go?
He's pretty stiff right now. That's why I took him out. He might need a day tomorrow, yes.